Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and today we are going to be unboxing the Redeemer, Miro himself. Redeemed these nuts, they are redeemed. And here he is, of course, comes with the TNT title, of course. This is very, very cool. We got the red TNT title with Brody Lee. He said, forgetting what Luke Harper's AEW name was for a second there. And of course, that red title is going to stay with Brody Lee because he is the only one that really deserves to have it among the figures, and he shall be the one that shall stay on the figures, on the collection, on my display with that belt. However, the regular TNT title, that is the one that is up for grabs. That is the one that shall be given to the current TNT champion is. I do like to try and keep these little things updated. It makes me very, very happy. So, we have ourselves Miro, formerly Rusev, of course, the wonderful Rusev Day gimmick that he got himself over with, and WWE were not happy with it. So, here we have big old Rusev, big old Miro. On the back, I've already looked at this with the Taz figure that we just did, but we have Andrade El Idolo, sorry. Miro, Taz. We don't have the Britt Baker, we don't have the Jake Hager because we have a Supreme Britt Baker and we already have a Jake Hager. And we have also got ourselves the new Wardlow figure. This is number 85 in the series, sorry. I almost said 95, I thought it was, but it is not. So let us get the Miro open. For anyone new to the channel, I do all the unboxings from the very start to the very end, with no jump cuts in between, exactly as you see it reviewed is exactly how it came out of the box. I think I am one of, if not the only person to do this with these kind of unboxings. I'm sure there's other people that do it with other unboxings, but the stuff that I unbox, I think I'm the only one. If there's anyone else out there that is doing it, first off, well done, doing the same idea as what I am. Secondly, my lawyer shall be in contact with you. I'm kidding. I do not have any kind of copyright on the way or style that people review their videos. But when I was watching unboxing videos, I always wanted to see exactly what things look like right as they came out of the box, and not how they looked after their joints had been heated up, or, you know, if a YouTuber had forgotten to show all of the accessories or whatever. So that's why. So Bear doesn't come with any alternative hands, he does come with an alternative head, and of course comes with that wonderful, wonderful, wonderful TNT Championship. And for anyone that is watching the Definitive Wrestling Belt Collection, we did get the actual TNT Championship, well, the toy version at least, not the actual one, which, give me a second here, I guess, yep, there we go. There it is. It is very, very cool, and that's me also plugging the Definitive Wrestling Belt Collection. If you've not seen it, it is well worth your time checking out. It is every toy wrestling belt that is available that I'm aware of, that I managed to get my grubby little hands on, my Dornis Grand Paws. Now, let us look at Miro. Let us stop getting distracted. It does come with two heads, so let's get this alternate head out of the packaging. As I said, folks, I do this from the start to the end. I actually think the second head is better than the one that it comes with, so that might be the one that we display. And Miro has to force his way out of the package. And there he is. It was very, very cool. The belt is still sticking with him. I think it might be, it is attached with just a little plastic grip there that just keeps it all nice and protected in the package. So just need to get rid of that. Let's just cut it off rather than wasting any additional time. Wasting both your time and my own. And there he is. There is Big Miro, and there is the TNT Championship as well, which is very, very cool to finally get a hold of. I know that this is not the first version of the AEW Championship, or the AEW TNT Championship. I know that it came with Darby Allin and I think someone else before as well. But I didn't pick them up because, well, I already had those figures and I was only ever planning on getting just one of each AEW figure. Now, I will say, I have just immediately noticed that actually attaching this part to the back of the AEW belt is rather tricky. It is not particularly cooperating, so just be aware of that if you are getting yourselves a Miro. It seems to be this one in the top left corner that is of particular irritance. You see that the rest of them go in fine, it's just that one there that is giving the belt a bit of a problem. Maybe the hole just isn't quite large enough. Okay, there we go. With a little bit of effort, you can get it all in there. So let's take a look at the belt itself before we look at anything else. It is very, very cool, very, very nice and shiny. It does have all of its side plates. It has all 5 plates, the 4 side plates as well. So, really cool design. Yeah, the belt is very, very nice. Of course, we need to take a look at Rusev, or Miro, as well. Now, this face sculpt, I am not particularly satisfied with. You know, it's very, very smug, very, oh, yes, Actually, you know what? Looking at it via a camera, it's kind of grown on me a little bit. But it's not the one that we're going to position with because, it doesn't really fit Miro's character. It does come on a double ball joint, which is very cool to see. It allows for a lot of articulation where the head can be moved back as well, so that he can really, really be smug. He has his big Bulgaria shoulder tattoo, and of course the back tattoo. The trousers, or the shorts, are from when he was TNT champion. Of course, it mirrored the belt. He has double knee joint. He's big, muscular chunk. Not quite as chunk as what Taz is. And as I said in that video, in the previous video, I think I think they did Taz a little bit dirty with that one. I don't think he's quite as massive as what they have made him out to be. All of your generic articulation that you get with your AEW figures. I think the AEW figures are coming along better. I think the new figures look a lot better than they did previously. Also, I mean, the generic stance for Rusev, or Miro, I keep calling him Rusev. I'm so used to calling him Rusev. But the generic stance for Miro is his arms, you know, sit out like that. And it really does make him look a lot bigger. You know, I mean, if you can just put the arms down, but it doesn't look right. It looks like these are actually designed to just be out a little bit and, you know, really show off the Redeemer's true strength. But let's swap out this head for the other one. Oh my goodness, I have to reach over the top of the camera. And oh my goodness. Try not to break the neck. This is a good idea. So it's because it's on a double peg, we need to just be careful. Sometimes takes a little bit of strength. The strength of at least 10 cats. But there we are. I think that is a much better look for Miro, to say the least. It's almost like the difference between a heel and, you know, the regular version. But this is the version of Miro that I am certainly a lot more familiar with. Now, of course, we know that Miro is no longer the TNT champion at the point of this recording, but we are going to put the belt on him all the same because he did come with the accessory. And then we're going to do a little size comparison with Taz and our Ultimate Edition Seth Rollins, because that is what we have immediately on hand. And then we are going to do the rotation with our little rotation gimmick and give you guys a full look of how he looks. So once again, it seems that once you get these little pegs in once, that they sit much nicer, but getting them in the first time, it's almost like the holes aren't quite large enough for the pegs. Hang on. So if we try and do this, let's try not to do this lazily. So if we just do this the first time round, just really get those pegs through those holes so that we have actually made the space for them. So these are, you see, they do take quite a little bit, and it's once again that top right one that is the problem. Once again. So I'm just trying to feed this through here. And I assume that you guys have had similar problems with your belts in the past, and this is the way to deal with them should you have uncooperative belts. And there we go, with a little bit of effort. We've got them all in. So now we need to take them all back off, but now that we've actually made the holes large enough, put it around Big Rusev, and hopefully they should go into the holes a little bit easier this time, now that they have been a little bit loosened, and wow, they are very much in refusal. I very rarely jump cut, but I might do so just to get this belt actually seated on Miro here. We've got the bottom two in, it's just the top ones that are giving us a little bit of problems. It's obviously much harder to do with the figure. Okay, we've got 3 of it in. It is once again the top right one that is giving us the issues. So we just need to try and get that in, and it's really doesn't want to. Let's see, if I do something like that and then do that, then it should. Well, we've got a 3 on at the moment. I think the belt is going to stick on there. So I'll maybe fix it up a little bit later, but this belt isn't going to stay on Rusev anyway. Maybe the belt knows that it's not staying on Rusev, and maybe that's why it is giving us these issues. So, quick little size comparison before we do anything else. So there is Big Rusev. We'll compare him to the other AEW figure from the same line, which is Taz. You see that Taz is white chonk, and then of course we're going to compare him to our Ultimate WWE Elite Edition, Seth freaking Rollins. So the size comparisons really work fairly well. Seth is quite a tall creature, and Rusev looks particularly muscular. So it's good to see that the WWE figures do work fairly well with the AEW ones, so that you can have the two of them next to each other on your wrestling shelf. And now, just to finish us off, there is the rotation gimmick of big old Miro himself, the Redeemer, which is a really cool looking figure, actually. It's a lot better than what I expected it to be, so I'm very, very pleased with how this one has came out. But that's going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these glorious little videos go up. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.